Hello, my name is God. Hello, my name is Drew Wilcoxon,
Oh, and I'm Max Levsky.
and I will present my spreadsheet first. All right, so this is my original spreadsheet. Um, for Taj, I kept prices the same for the beginning part of the year until about June, where I raised price by 25 cents. And I also kept production orders at 3,000 until June, where I decreased it to 2,500. And I raised the price again to 18. I kept production orders about the same until the end of the year, where I raised production and the price went back down to 17.5 at the end of the year. And for Alley Cat, I kept prices the same almost the entirety of the year, except June and July, where I raised by 25 cents. And for production orders, I kept them uh, relatively high at the beginning of the year, and then during the summer, I had extremely high production orders for Ali, and then at the end of the year, I had very low production. And then for Edgar, for price changes, I raised it by 50 cents at the beginning of the year, and lowered it back down, and then went back up to 14.75, and then back down to 14.5 at the end of the year. So the prices for Edgar were relatively consistent. And for number of fermenters, I just added 5 fermenters for as much as I could to maximize the number of production orders we could include. And I ended with an EBT of 247,000.
Okay, I'm going to present my planning spreadsheet that I did on my own. So for Taj Mahal, I kept the price relatively the same throughout the whole year until the very end, just because we weren't producing that much else, so we had to produce a lot of Taj. So I wanted to sell a lot of the inventory we just had sitting around. For Alley Cat, I changed the price at the beginning. I rose the price at the beginning just so we could save more for the summer months. And then during the summer months, first couple months of summer, I lowered the price just to try to get a lot of the inventory out of the door. And then near the end, I rose the price because couldn't keep up with production. And then for Edgar L, I actually rose the price at the very beginning by a decent amount and kept it high until about halfway through the year, just so we could produce more Alley Cat and focus on that. And then when we stopped selling as much Alley Cat or producing as much of it, I lowered the price of Edgar Ale because we were producing more Edgar Ale, so we needed it out of the inventory. Yeah, that's about it. Ended with 245,000 EBT. I really wanted to not have any lost EBT during the later months. That was kind of annoying, but yep, that's about it.
All right, now I'll present our new spreadsheet. All right, so this is our new spreadsheet. And so for Taj Mahal, we kept prices 1750 up until June, or we raised prices a little bit through October, and then we brought them back down to actually lower than the original price at about $17. For production, we kept production relatively consistent. There was a couple months where we had an extra production order in there, but at the end we kind of raised production. At least for November, we had higher production in Taj. For Alley Cat, we had a price stay the same for the beginning of the year up until June, where we raised the price a little bit, and then we ended up lowering it to $15 at the end of the year. And for production on Alley Cat, we kept it relatively high at the beginning, but then we pumped out a lot of sales during the summer months, and then at the end we lowered the sales to only like one production order a month. And for Edgar, for the price, we kept the price the same for most of the year, and then we started to lower it slowly towards the end of the year, try and maximize profit during the months where we don't have very many sales. And we kept the fermenters at 5 for the entirety of the year that we could have 5 fermenters, and we ended with an EBT of 248,000. And then for the rolls, I'll be the one that's putting in the production orders and keeping track of the work center queue to make sure we always have 4 orders active and then another 4 orders in queue. And Max, he will be keeping track of the prices throughout the year, lowering and raising prices whenever deemed necessary. And we'll both be keeping track of the inventory graphs as well as the sales graphs so that we can both be part of the decision-making process and both be on track to know like what orders should be put in and what time prices should be changed.
And then I'll be showing the first 8 production orders. So for the first half of the month, we're going to do 1 Taj, 1 Edgar, 2 Alley Cats, and then we're going to do the same exact thing at the last half of the month, 1 Taj, 2 Edgar, 2 Alley Cats, and that's following our team planning spreadsheet, and we're going to try to stick to that throughout the whole year. I think we also might change the prices at the beginning too. But yeah, thank you. Have a nice day.